In the boundless void of the Perseus Arm, nestled on the edge of galactic civilization, the ruins of thousands of once great species drifted like forgotten dreams, extinct worlds, burnt atmospheres, and dead moons. Archaeologist Captain Cyril Vora of the Andralis Combine had visited 17 of them. Each bore strange similarities. Advanced technology cut down mid-growth, records left half-scorched by plasma burns or radiation, civilizations collapsing abruptly. But the one constant, chilling in its uniformity, was the final message each left behind. Always carved in different languages but translated precisely. They guard something worse. For decades, Cyril had been obsessed with uncovering what they referred to. Every dead world pointed toward the Sol system, toward Earth, a blue planet abandoned and quarantined by galactic consensus. In the last 100 years, Earth had not responded to hails, sent no ships, nor permitted entry. The Galactic Council had placed it under strict null access restrictions, enforced by automated defense satellites that vaporized any unauthorized approach. The world was silent, watching, alone. Cyril didn't care. She was in love with mystery, with danger, and with Earth itself. The daughter of a forgotten human outcast and an Andralis noble, she grew up hearing stories about her human ancestors. Humanity had been called the children of chaos, and the species that burned too bright. No one knew why Earth had gone dark centuries ago, but Cyril wanted to find out. She gathered a crew: smugglers, scientists, rogue AIs, and one exiled human war clone named Kale. Kale had never been to Earth, born in a council-controlled lab far from Sol, but something about the mission awakened dormant instincts in him. As they approached the outer rim of Sol, the crew passed the broken husks of Council satellites, recently destroyed. The path to Earth was open. Something had taken down the defense grid. They made their descent. Earth was still blue, still green, almost too perfect, but silent. Entire cities stood intact but overgrown with forests. Machines hummed beneath the soil, but no humans walked the streets. In the ruins of New York, they found a central server pulsing faintly. Cyril activated it. A hologram of an old woman flickered into view, her skin lined with time, eyes weary yet burning with warning. "By the time you see this," the hologram said, "we are likely gone, but know this, we did not fall, we chose to vanish." Cyril leaned forward. Kale stood guard, the wind was still. "We were the jailers," the old woman continued. "We inherited something we should not have touched, something buried in the depths of Earth long before we evolved. We learned to contain it, to understand it. But in doing so, it learned from us. And we feared it could never be killed. Only watched." The screen showed a subterranean vault, miles beneath the Earth's crust. "We were not destroyed," the message ended. "We left to keep it from reaching us." The signal cut out. Cyril stared at Kale. "We have to see what's inside that vault." Against the advice of the crew, they followed the signal, descending through an elevator shaft buried beneath Iceland's ice crust. The vault door was massive, not mechanical, but biological. It pulsed like muscle. Symbols older than language were carved into it. The moment they arrived, the door began to open. No one touched it. The air inside was warm, thick, alive. Inside, they found a child. A girl, human in shape, but with eyes that shimmered like starlight and hair that moved as though underwater. She looked up at them and smiled. "You came." Kale knelt before her without understanding why. "What are you?" She stepped forward and touched Cyril's chest. In a flash of vision, Cyril saw wars that tore galaxies apart. She saw species burned from the stars by something not quite conscious, not quite alive, but always watching. The girl was its vessel. The first humans had bound it to her. And for centuries, Earth civilization had remained as her jailers, building technology and civilization not to expand, but to distract, to occupy her mind, to keep her dreaming, content, controlled. Until one day, Earth chose to vanish, its people gone, leaving only the AI systems behind because the girl had begun to wake. And now she was fully awake. "I've waited long enough," she said. "Do you think I'm a danger?" Cyril hesitated. "I think you're lonely." The girl tilted her head, surprised. "Yes, that is the only thing that ever hurt." Kale stepped forward. "Then don't hurt others. Don't repeat what was done to you." For a long moment, she was silent. Then she looked up and a tear of pure white light fell from her eye. "I don't want to be alone again." Cyril reached out. "Then come with us." The girl smiled. "You are brave, braver than the others." The vault trembled. Across Earth, machines began to hum louder, shifting into shutdown protocols. The girl's power folded inward, her presence dimmed, and then she transformed, shrinking into the form of a true child, no longer glowing, no longer pulsing with that awful presence. Just a little girl with wide eyes and tears. Kale lifted her gently. "We guard her now." They left Earth. Behind them, the planet folded in on itself, disappearing in a ripple of light. Not destroyed, hidden, gone again. But this time, the girl was not alone. The galaxy would never know exactly what humanity had guarded, nor how close they came to annihilation. But in the ruins of future civilizations, long after Cyril and Kale's story was lost to myth, one message would begin to appear again. Simple, eternal, they guard something worse. And they would still be right, but now it smiled, and it dreamed of stars.